the Dragon Ball franchise has garnered an absolute plethora of theatrical films, TV specials, festival shorts, original video animations, and even educational programs. So let's bring it all together and take a look at my pick of the top 5 best creations from this portfolio. Number 5. The Bardock Father of Goku TV special. This TV special is a unique piece, introducing us to a new character who undergoes tremendous character development. Overall, it has a well-written and intriguing plot, which provides us with a cohesive backstory regarding the fate of planet Vegeta and the Saiyans. It also breaks cliché with the main character failing to defeat the main villain and dying in the process. Number 4. The theatrical film Fusion Reborn. This film made it on the list for a few reasons. Firstly, the animation was phenomenal. It was made at a time when Dragon Ball Z was at the very pinnacle of its animative capabilities. Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and Dragon Ball Super's animation simply can't hold a candle to this visual masterpiece. Secondly, the choreography of the fighting sequences that took place across the film was epic. And finally, because we got our first glimpse at Super Saiyan Gogeta. Number 3. The 2015 theatrical film Resurrection F. So firstly, we had the return of an iconic Dragon Ball Z villain, enticing old and new fans alike. Secondly, many popular Z fighters received time in the limelight. Thirdly, we got to see Whis in action, which was a treat, as he was at the absolute zenith of the power hierarchy at the time. Fourthly, there was a copious amount of well-animated, epically choreographed fighting sequences. Finally, the success of this film catalyzed the continuation of Dragon Ball Z in the form of Dragon Ball Super. Essentially, Resurrection F addressed all the shortcomings in the 2013 Battle of Gods film. Number 2. The History of Trunks TV special. This TV special is arguably the darkest and most emotional piece in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, backed with one of the best plots and scripts in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, centered on one of the best characters in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. It even breaks the generic hero saves everyone cliché, with Trunks failing in his quest to slay the androids, resorting to traveling back in time to prevent this dystopic future from ever happening. Number 1. The theatrical film Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. First of all, this film fits in with the Dragon Ball Z timeline, which is certainly an uncommon trait as far as Dragon Ball Z films go. Secondly, it was set at a time where Trunks, Gohan, and Piccolo were all active and formidable Z fighters, in addition to just Goku and Vegeta. Thirdly, they introduced one of the most popular and successful Dragon Ball villains, Broly. Fourthly, the animation and fighting sequences were an absolute visual masterpiece. And finally, the villain was defeated by the heroes, which despite being cliché, has a certain charm which contributes to the film as a complete experience. Honourable mentions. The theatrical film The Tree of Might. I chose this film as an honourable mention for 2 reasons. Firstly, it had an intriguing villain, Turles, a Saiyan who has a similar aesthetic appearance to Goku. Secondly, this movie is set at a time where Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu were still active Z fighters, giving off a nostalgic aura to longtime Dragon Ball Z fans. The original video animation, Dragon Ball Z Side Story, planned to eradicate the Saiyans. And I'm not talking about the remake which appeared on Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2, I'm talking about the original, which is a difficult release to locate. It's set within the 10-day break before the Cell games, at a time where Trunks, Gohan, and Piccolo were active and formidable Z fighters, with everyone getting their time to shine. It also features iconic Dragon Ball Z villains such as Frieza, Lord Slug, Turles, and Cooler, in addition to the new villain, Hachiak. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan and you haven't seen this rare OVA, I highly recommend you give it a watch. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like to help my channel grow.